Hey everybody, here I have a parts computer. It's been quite a while since I made a parts computer video. That's because I didn't have any memory to test these particular computers out with. I got this one and another one, which I'll do in another video. This one here came from a different source. Normally I get my part systems from a place called Google Computer Works. This one here comes from a different thrift store called Value Village. I normally don't buy computers from Value Village because usually they're overpriced, because half the time the people working at the certain one I normally go to don't really know how to price computers. I mean, they'll take computers that are 20 years old and ask $50 for them. But this one here was at a different Value Village location and was only $30, so that's not too awful bad. And the difference between this one and ones I get from the Computer Works store is this one has a hard drive. Still has the original hard drive intact, but no memory. So this brings up a good little subject about when you donate computers to the thrift store. Is the information erased from them? Many times thrift stores take out the hard drives and of course erase them. Usually Computer Works store, in terms of their parts computers, they take the hard drives out and don't put them back in. So that's why most of the parts computers you see me doing videos of don't have hard drives in them. I usually have to buy my hard drives from a separate source. They do save the hard drives though, they just sell them separately. But of course this one, they took the memory out. So it makes me wonder if the so-called quote-unquote technician or wannabe technician at that store that I bought this from, makes me wonder if they got confused between the concept of memory and storage. Because usually I'll find these with memory in them but no hard drive. This one has a hard drive and no memory. So that being said, after I'm finished, blabbering on about everything, let me go grab a stick of DDR2 and slap it in here and see if this thing even works. Okay, I got some test memory here. This is actually one that sticks out of the TV box. I actually upgraded the memory in the TV box the other day from 2 gigabytes to 3 gigabytes. It's only just 1 gigabyte of extra memory really sped it up. But anyways, let's go ahead and install this memory. I've looked inside the Bestech ATX 25012Z power supply and the cap seam looked fine. There's one T-bone there that's probably bulging just a very tiny bit, but it's not really a concern right now. Power supply should work. So we got memory in. And let me go ahead and quickly go over the specs right quick. It's got an AMD Sempron CPU. It currently now has 1 gig of RAM. It's the DB-ROM CD burner. It's kind of a budget machine, but of course it's based on Socket AM2, so it'll be pretty easy to beef up and run Vista with. It currently has Windows XP, or at least it had Windows XP. It may still have Windows XP. We'll find out for sure in just a moment. So I'm going to clear off a spot here. I've been busy working with power supplies and got this place a mess. See, there's my solder sucker there. Let's slide this back. Let's go ahead and plug it up. Okay, got everything plugged up. Power supply is working just fine. Got a standby LED working. I was going to plug up everything but the Ethernet, but I noticed that there is a piece of a headphone plug or audio plug stuck in the line out of this jack here. So in order to get sound on this thing, I'd have to either install a sound card, which is really the easy way out, or of course take the motherboard out and desolder this whole jack assembly and put in another one. Not sure what I'm going to do yet. Don't even know if the motherboard works or not, so let's see if this thing even works at all. Let's grab a keyboard. And a mouse. As you can probably hear, it's been a while since I've had a desktop computer plugged up in here. So the mouse is like buried under all sorts of other crap. Alright, let's see what this thing does. Motherboard works. Hard disk failure is imminent. So apparently our hard drive is not doing so well. That's because a smart error is coming up on the screen. Anyways, this is let's press F2 to continue. See if we can boot into Windows here. That hard drive is not erased. We are booting into Windows on this machine. See if it's password protected or not. No password. We are booting into somebody's computer. This brings up a very controversial subject about donating your computer to a thrift store. In terms of data on your hard drive, as you can see, this thrift store did not wipe this hard drive. They took the memory out, but did not take the hard drive out or even delete the files off of it. We still have files here. We still have a working install of Windows XP. No kidding, we still have files here. Thing even has AVG 2013, so it hasn't been very long since this thing was still in service. Perhaps they donated because of that smart error on the hard drive. That's all I can think of. But it brings up a very important, subject here in terms of donating your computer to a thrift store. So when it comes to donating these things, I recommend you donate them to a place called Google Computer Works or the Goodwill, because Goodwill obviously owns Google Computer Works, and I believe the way they work is they take all their donated computers and they send them to a Computer Works store, either in Charlotte, North Carolina, or I believe Austin, Texas. And there, what they do is they, of course, securely delete all your data, and that way you can be rest assured that your files are no longer on the hard disk. As you can see here, we still have files on this hard drive. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to blur out this so you don't see any pictures or whatever I might show. But let's say documents. We have files here. Not that many in the documents. Let's go to pictures. Luckily in this case we did not have really many files here. But yeah. Close this out. So anyways, that is another part system that actually booted into Windows as soon as I installed some memory. So anyways, any questions or comments, feel free to ask, and thanks for watching.